Hello, welcome to Thailand. I actually don't know his name, and it doesn't matter, but he loves cuddles, and I love cuddling. On retreat in Thailand, the Heart Practices Retreat. We're exploring the Brahma Viharas. It's been a joy. And METTA. Let's talk about METTA. So METTA is the first of the qualities, and is commonly translated as loving kindness. It's not my favorite translation because I think we get stuck on this loving piece. And you do not need to be loving in order to be kind. And I think that that is so important. We don't even have to love, we don't love something, we don't like something, but we can still show up in a kindness. And I think that that's where the real work of METTA is, because it's really easy to be loving to things that it's easy to love. But then can we still show up in a friendliness and a kindness when things get harder? And this is an external practice, and it's also an internal practice. So how do we treat the parts of ourselves that, the ones that we don't think anyone would clap for, the ones that irritate us, maybe. So that's where the work is. Whenever we work with these practices, it's not to work with the easiest. It's also not to work with the hardest. It's to work with the borders of our heart, the edges of our heart, because that is where the expansion is. Same as when you go to the gym, you wouldn't walk in and lift the heaviest weight. You figure out where the edge is. We're working with the edges of our heart. So today, just going to do a short opening sequence. And that's all. We're just going to move and breathe and maybe make a little bit of space in the heart. Let's actually start at the top of the mat. I want to start standing. I planned to start standing, but then this puppy came over and I started cuddling. All right. So find your feet. Soften your knees just slightly and really feel the ground. Find a little bit of buoyancy and let's get a shake. The moon is gorgeous. Some beautiful birds just flew by, and I'm looking at this gorgeous banana tree. Little moments of sweetness. Begin to lift and drop the heels. That'll help to bring some vibration in the body. Begin to exhale audibly, just to shake it out, and maybe you switch it up. This just helps to land in the body, because who knows where you just came from? Who knows where the mind has been? So come into the body. Get present in yourself, and then slow down. 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙚 Mudra, fingertips touching. Big inhale, drop the hands down, bend the knees, and then lift the arms up, come all the way up onto the toes. Exhale, get low, hands through heart center, 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙚 Mudra. We'll do this a couple times. Inhale, inflate the wings, get really big, come onto the toes, and exhale, get small, bend the knees. Inhale, big. Exhale, get small. This time, the left foot's gonna come off the right side of the mat. Side dancer, get really big. And you're gonna breathe, exhale, get small, the same thing. Inhale, get big. Exhale and inhale. No alignment with the arms. Find some fluidity, find some rhythm in your body. Once more. Exhale, curtsy pose. So wave your wings back. Bend deeply into the legs. The heart pulls forward as the hips pull back. And then gather below. Left foot comes back onto the mat. Lift the arms up, heels lift. And exhale, kind of get small, and we'll switch sides. So the right foot steps off the side of the mat. Side dancer, move with breath. Inhale, small. And rise. Twice more. Breath initiated movement. Soft lines. Once more, inhale. And exhale, curtsy pose, get low, heart shines forward, fingertips reach back. And then gather below with the hands, and then the right foot comes back to where it was. Rise all the way up, come onto the toes. Exhale, get low. Inhale, side dancer to the right. Get really big and small, just once more. Inhale. And exhale, curtsy pose. This time, left hand comes down and the left foot slowly steps to the back of the mat. Low lunge twist. Open up the right arm. Roll the hand, the elbow and the shoulder. And then a slow drip down of the left knee. Right arm comes on the inside and we'll take a lizard pose, but bring the arms really wide and kind of sway side to side. Get kind of slinky. Right hand to the right knee, and then roll the shoulders back, puff up the heart. Imagine that the back of the heart can lift the front of the heart, like the scapula can puff up, up, up. Maybe even open the throat just slightly, and you can stay here or bend the back leg and reach for the foot. Steady breath, really pluming the front of the heart open, this incremental crack open. And then sage pose. So the back heel is going to come underneath you. So heart spirals to the left, the leg comes under. We meet in sage pose. 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙚 mudra. Open up the palms, elbow comes into the right leg. Steady breath. One more inhale. Where is it easy to love? Where is this really simple, easy flow of kindness in your life? Just come up with something in the mind. First thought, something that cracks a smile. This is the well, this limitless well, and we learn how to move it wider and wider in wider circles. So this is a good anchor of metta. All right, release. Left hand to the back of the mat. And we're gonna get really long. So right leg gets long. You can shuffle however you need. So shoulder over the wrist. Maybe the right leg lifts up. Get long, 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 and then bend. Grab for the foot. Kick into the hand at the same intensity that the hand is pulling back, and get long on the front line of the body. Maybe the head comes back just slightly, throat opens. And then gently release. Let's sway towards the front of the mat. Toes point to the front of the mat. Right hand plants or the elbow plants and sway up. Let's do that once more. The hips sway back, come to the back of the mat. Open up. And then again to the front of the mat. Sink low. This time let's come all the way around. And step back, downward facing dog. So be gentle on the knee as you pivot there. And then slowly step top of the mat. Push down through the feet, roll up gently. Arms lift up. Lift onto the toes. And exhale, sink low. This time, step off the right side. Big opening. Get small. Once more, inhale. This time, curtsy. Pull back on the left hip. Right hand plants. Right toes slowly step to the back of the mat. Low lunge twist. Back knee drips down. And then the left arm kind of pulls inside the left leg. Lizard pose. So make any adjustments that you need and kind of slither around here. Steady breath. And then maybe thinking for a moment, where are some places where it's a little harder to be kind? So maybe this is to yourself. Maybe this is somewhere else. This is not the places where it feels impossible, because there are those, but places where it just starts to get a little bit more edgy. If you'd like to bend the back leg, grab for the foot, you can do that. And if you do, bend this top elbow so that you can open the heart and really lean back here. Back of the heart puffs up the front of the heart. And then we move into sage pose. So you just spiral towards the right and kind of tuck the leg back under. So you're kind of sitting on the heel here. 3 rounds of breath, 𝙎𝙪𝙥𝙚𝙧 mudra. Steady. Really feeling the breath rise and fall. Right hand to the back of the mat, extend the left leg long. Get really, really long, and then lift the left leg up. And you can stay right here in this extension or reach for the back foot and then kick into the hand and lengthen the front of the body. Whole front line from the pubic bone to the belly to the heart, heart to the throat, and maybe the head even tilts back just slightly. And then slowly release, left foot finds the floor, hips move back as you slither towards the left foot. And open up. Hips move back, slither towards the back once more, get big. And then back towards the top. Pivot on the knee gently and find your way downward facing dog. Slowly bring the knees down and wide, toes together, hips to heels. Dancing camel. I'm gonna turn towards you. This is the fave. So bring one hand behind and we'll lift the left arm up, yeah? Puff up the back of the heart. It's the same feeling. And then you're gonna get really, really low, slither around. Same thing on the other side. So begin to move like you here. You can add in, you can take out. Move with the rhythm of your breath. I'll show it from this side. And you're also welcome to begin to press into the left hand and lift the hips. And as you do this, slowly grow. So putting this pattern in the body of starting small and getting bigger, this incremental expansion. And that's how we work with the practices of the heart, is that we go in slow and we go in with care and we explore and we get curious. One more time on each side and then slowly coming hips to heels. You can also come into a seat. And a reminder that when we work with the heart is malleable, it moves, it shape shifts, and it gets bigger, and then it gets smaller. It opens, and then it contracts, and this is natural. It's not a linear path. So to be gentle and kind with ourselves as we explore, as we find kindness, and then we find that part of us that does not want to be kind. And can we be kind to the part of ourselves that doesn't want to be kind? Even there is part of the practice. We'll share the traditional metta phrases as we close here. May you be happy. May you be free. May you know kindness. And may your suffering be lessened. Something like this, and they can be changed. And then you begin to share this out bigger. May I be happy. May I be free. May I be kind. May my suffering lessen. And let's switch it up and send it out into the broader world, or maybe you think of someone who you want to send this to. May everyone be happy. May everyone be free. May everyone be kind. May everyone's suffering lessen. Big inhale. Sigh it out with a little shake. All right, I hope that that was beneficial. It was a hot and dirty metta practice. And sometimes that's all it takes is just a little bit of breath. The movement is supportive, and then the intention of, wanting to grow into an expanded heart. wanting to explore how we can, get wider with our circle of care. It's a beautiful practice, and the capacity of the heart is endless. If you want to explore more, I definitely have some more practices on these. You can see some of the links below, and I have a full series on CCY Studio as well. So thank you, and I will see you on your mat next time. If you're enjoying these classes, then I want to invite you to my membership service, CCY Studio. This is where we get to explore with longer classes, full-length classes, and we get to investigate not only more into the physical body and longer shavasanas, but also yogic and Buddhist philosophy, and more time to marinate and percolate with all of it. Also just putting up a new asana library, and this has about 10 of the core poses and really intricate ways and investigations to put it not only in your body, but also some teaching tips. So if you're a teacher, this is really valuable as well. So if you're interested, you get a 14-day free trial. You can cancel at any time, and I just encourage you to check it out. I think that it's a beautiful place to go a little bit deeper. So I hope to see you over there. You can find more details in the links below.